editors here, but can you pass that along? I want to recognize the 21st Century Scholar Society Selection Committee, the individuals who chose tonight's students. Foundation President, Dr. Susan Schmidt. College President, Jerry Corcoran. Board of Trustees member, Jane Getz. English instructor and longtime 21st Century member, Dolores Robinson. Alumni coordinator, Janice Corrigan. And myself. And I want to thank you also to Samantha Manahan and fiancé Nathan Burris for capturing tonight's proceedings for society members unable to attend. Thank you, Samantha. To Donna Spiskowski and Janice Corrigan again for putting it all together. I mean, room arrangements, invitations, application scoring. I mean, even these table tents. I would never think to do that. And I admire them for they take care of every detail. Great job as always, Janice and Donna. And finally, to my beautiful wife, Mary, for her love, support, and forgiveness. You want to know the best way to remember your wedding anniversary? Forget it one time. And there's, let's meet our merit winners, and then I will profile each finalist, and then we will get a chance, they'll get a chance to speak. One year we were at Deer Park, and I forgot to have the students speak. So stop me if that happens again. Merit Award winners receiving $750 each are Natalie Orozco and Haley Rolson. Natalie hopes to express her creative gifts as a marketing manager for a fashion brand and plans to double major in marketing and fashion merchandising at Indiana University or Iowa State. At IBCC, she worked in the financial aid office, was on the Student Government Association, and is on the Project Success leadership team. All this in a 3.8 GPA. Haley is deciding between majoring in biology and a career in a lab or a business degree. She mentioned the U of I and the University of Illinois Springfield as transfer options. Haley attended Hobie, the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Camp in Bloomington, while at Ottawa High School. And now for our finalists. 3 afternoons a week, Chloe Bruce can be found working in IBCC's Jacobs Library. She enjoys the environment so much, she plans to make a career of it. I truly enjoy being in a library, and I would love to continue working in a place I consider my second home, she says. Chloe will transfer next fall to pursue a bachelor's in English and later a master's in library and information sciences. Chloe's mom, Tina, took her to the library often as a child, encouraged her to read and write, and when she got to IB, suggested she apply for a job on campus. I'm not sure what my goals would have been without her, Chloe concedes. She was the one who took me on trips to Northwestern and the U of I, the one who told me about her job as a student worker at IBCC, motivating me to apply for a position I was already drawn to, the one telling me about steps she took toward her English degree. Chloe has enjoyed learning from IBCC English faculty, including Kirk Lockwood, Nora Villarreal, Jean Forst, Tracy Lee, and Dr. Kimberly Raddick Hall. At LP, her most influential instructors were Jill Holzer, Tracy Boylan, and Michelle Honecker-Ummel. Chloe often stayed after class to chat with these teachers about writing and the books that they were all reading. For 4 years, she performed the percussion section of LP's band. She played cymbals, synthesizer, timpani, and other instruments. She was president of LP's art club and presented a banner to the city of Peru that hung on a light pole downtown. Back at IBCC, co-workers in Jacobs Library encouraged her career plans and shared their college experiences. Chloe is proud that her library work has enabled her to pay her own way at IVCC. I am comfortable at IVCC. I can be more flexible with my schedule and enjoy the whole environment here, she says. Her 3.8 GPA proves it. Please welcome tonight's first 21st Century Scholar Society finalist, Chloe Bruce.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to say a couple of thank yous, if you don't mind. First of all, I'd like to thank my mom for helping me get my job at the library, and in doing so, teaching me to be more financially independent. Also, I'd like to thank my Aunt Katie for giving me rides to campus and work, because without her, I wouldn't have been able to go to classes and my work and everything. I'd also like to thank my Aunt Sue and Uncle Jim for gifting me the laptop that I use for all of my classes. I'd also like to thank my supervisors at the library, Grace, Stephanie, and Jana, for helping me foster my love of the library and getting me interested in library-related careers. I'd also like to thank all of my English and literature teachers that I've had throughout my academic career, from first grade up until now. I'm sure I wouldn't have been able to build up my reading and writing skills without all of their help. Of course, I'd also like to thank the IVCC Foundation as well, and I really appreciate the scholarship that you guys have given me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
When Gunnar Yauk makes a commitment, he sticks to it. Last November, the day before the Eagles basketball opener, Gunnar got his left arm entangled with a teammate and tore his labrum and bicep, knocking him out for the season before it had begun. For most players, for many players, that would end their connection to the team. Not Gunnar Yauk. Gunnar attended every practice and home game until his surgery in mid-January. He is now preparing for transfer to double major in economics and finance at Belmont University, a private Christian institution about 2 miles from downtown Nashville. Belmont will be his home for 5 years as he pursues both a master's in business administration and a law degree. The university's joint 3-year JD MBA attracted Gunnar following a campus tour from fellow St. Pete alum and friend Pamela Needs. Completing IVCC's challenging curriculum will help make his Belmont plan possible. IVCC has not only been one of the best decisions I've made, but one of the most important, he says. Outside IVCC's classrooms, he's earned a real estate broker's license, joined Caldwell Banker, and made his first sale last summer after a 6-home showing day that took him to Champaign, Bloomington, Pekin, Seatonville, and finally to Mendota. At the McDonald's in Mendota, his buyer's offer on a Pekin home was accepted. Did you follow all that? By next fall, he will add a Tennessee real estate license and begin working the Nashville market. I got a copy of Gunnar's card today. It's great. I'll show it to people. But Gunnar will always maintain a deep Illinois Valley roots. His grandfather, Dean, is the little brother of late IVCC Hall of Fame football coach John Strell. Please welcome Dean Strell. We're so excited to have you here this evening. Gunnar's father, Edward, grew up in Mendota, and his mother, Dana, in Spring Valley. Gunnar swam for the Illinois Valley YMCA's Dolphins, kindergarten through 8th grade while at Peru Catholic, and then resumed again as a junior at St. Pete. Swimming and the lifting that went with it placed heavy demands on the young student athlete who's also a gifted basketball player. If you want to remain competitive, you have to be in the pool 5 days a week, he laments. Gunnar played for Joe Conroy's Players Advantage AAU team. When COVID closed school gyms, they practiced in a farmer's shed outside of Elburn. He continues to persist through athletic adversity. He suffered a shoulder injury going into a promising St. Pete senior season. But COVID delayed the season start and allowed him time to heal. However, a broken finger in the second game ended that season. The early end to his IBCC playing career gave him still more perspective. Coach Herman always encouraged and pushed me to become a better person on the court, in the classroom, and in my everyday life. Even after my injury, he encouraged me to strive for academic excellence, Gunnar says. And that he has, with a sterling 3.9 GPA. Please welcome a resolute champion, Gunnar Yauk, into the 21st Century Scholar Society.
Hello everyone. I'd like to start by thanking the members of the 21st Century Scholar Society. It is truly an honor to be here tonight with all of you all. There's a lot of people that have impacted my life deeply. My parents who are here tonight supporting me, as well as my grandfather. I couldn't do any of the things that I have done without them, and so for their support, I am forever grateful. There's also been a lot of people at IBCC that have forever impacted my life, and I will always remember what they have done for me, regardless of whether they know it or not. One of those people is Coach Chris Herman. He was actually one of the reasons that I decided to come to IBCC, and him offering me a position on the men's basketball team was an experience that I could have never dreamed of. I formed lifelong friendships, memories, and learned a lot of life lessons throughout the year, despite having my year cut short due to an injury. I'll forever be grateful to him and also to assistant coach Russ, who allowed me to stay with the team throughout the year. All of my teachers as well at IBCC have been incredible. There has not been a single teacher that wasn't willing to spend time with me after class, discussing topics that we spoke about, going into further depth. One of these professors was Professor Presch. I had the privilege of taking his micro and macroeconomics courses my freshman year, and I am currently taking a business statistics class with him. Last year, I got to know him a lot better as I would stay after class and talk to him about the economic theories and points of discussion that we spoke on in class, and expanding on those to learn more about the subject and also applying that to current day situations and world events. Whether he knows it or not, he aided in my deepening of understanding in economics and also my passion for it as well. He also guided me with advice on law school, as he attended John Marshall, and to him I will also forever be grateful for his advice and counsel. And finally, I would like to say that I think IBCC is more than just athletics or an education, but rather it's an opportunity for me and for also so many other people in the community. It has provided me the opportunity to stay active in my community, being a part of my church, and also community service projects, in addition to pursuing a career in real estate. So for all of these reasons, I'm extremely grateful that I chose IBCC, and it will forever play an important part in my life. And I hope to give back to whatever community that I am in at least a fraction of the way that IBCC has given to me. Thank you.
Like other finalists we will meet tonight, Michaela Ritko had the great fortune of discovering her academic passion early. In fact, she describes being lost in fascination in Putnam County High School's biology classes. AP Biology was the best part of my day, she says. It helped me realize it was the field I belong in. Michaela will follow brother Jacob to Northern Illinois University next fall. Jacob, also an IVCC transfer, won the prestigious full tuition William and Diane Taylor Accountancy Scholarship and is now in the Accelerated Accounting Master's Program. So pleased to have Jacob with us this evening with his guest and also an IVCC alum, Jackie Wilson. Please a hand for Jacob. We're very proud of all your accomplishing, Jacob and Jackie. Jacob was the one who always pushed me, Michaela says. He told me, if you want to go to graduate school, do it. And Michaela knows where she wants to be after IVCC, back in the classroom. I'm still trying to decide what I'd like to specialize in, but I know I want to be a professor in biology. She discovered that love for teaching while assisting fellow students in IVCC's Tutoring and Writing Center, alongside Angela Dunlap, Tricia Boger, and others. In high school, Michaela competed in Scholastic Bowl for 4 years and captained the team's senior, while specializing in science and random news questions. She completed over 100 hours of community service in the OSF hospital system. She only needed 24 hours, but kept going because she enjoyed it so much. She was an information desk volunteer, ambulatory escort transporting patients in wheelchairs and delivering specimens. The work gave her summers a sense of purpose. Through Putnam County High School's Early College Start program, last year she was both a senior at Putnam County and an IVCC freshman. Despite a demanding schedule that has her tutoring during the day and waitressing at night at Olive Garden, she's maintained a perfect 4.0. Mother Tracy is a huge source of inspiration. The first person in her family to attend college, Tracy earned an associate degree at IVCC on her way to a bachelor's in accounting. She inspires me because she put an immense amount of work into becoming the woman she is today, Michaela says. My mother went from a struggling college student who had to work nights to afford her tuition to vice president and chief financial officer at a bank. I hope to match her level of perseverance in my life. She raised 2 children while working full-time and never missed any school events or sports, and still managed to excel in her career. She taught me what a healthy work-life balance looks like. If I can emulate an ounce of my mother, I know I will have a promising future. You sure do, Michaela. And I know you've made Tracy and Jacob very proud tonight, just as you have for the past almost 19 years. Please welcome Michaela Ritko into the 21st Century Scholar Society.
Thank you, Fran, for making me sound so wonderful. And thank you to every person that has been involved in setting me on the path to be in this room today. There is simply not enough time in the world to thank everyone who deserves it. Thank you to Fran and everyone that works in the IVCC Foundation office and its donors for naming me as a winner or a finalist for such an illustrious scholarship. This means more to me than you will ever know, and your support of my educational goals has been incredibly impactful. I hope to one day be able to repay your kindness. Thank you to IVCC itself for taking a chance on me by allowing me to enter the Early College Start program. Your support of my educational goals means the world. Thank you to each and every IVCC professor and employee that has helped me become successful. I would be remiss if I didn't thank the most wonderful bosses in the world in the Tutoring and Writing Center, Angela Dunlap and Laura Kilmartin. Every single day I come to work, you provide a positive environment for not just the tutors, but also every single student that crosses your path. You provide a wonderful environment. And thank you to all of my family members and friends who have pushed me to be the best version of myself. Thank you to my mom for proving that you can be what it takes. I'm sorry for making you cry already. Thank you for being the first person in our family to go to college and pushing me to be the first person in our family, hopefully, to get a PhD. You mean the world to me. And thank you to Jacob and Jackie for driving all of the way here from DeKalb to support me, even though I know you're both exhausted. Without the support of those closest to me, I would not have made it this far. Your support through all of my successes and failures means the world. So thank you.
From a young age, Eric Lane knew exactly what he wanted to be and where he wanted to plant his roots. From the beginning, he was destined to be a farmer, working the rich, coal-black Dimmick Township soil. Since he started sweeping his shop and washing tractors at age 7, Eric has worked alongside his grandfather, Larry Kirkman, and his uncles on a large tract of land north of Peru. About 4 years ago, he was promoted to farmhand and now plants and harvests on tractors and combines, does soil sampling, fertilizing, chisel plowing, and machinery maintenance, whatever they need. Despite the long hours and hard work, there isn't one thing he'd rather be doing. Nothing makes me happier, he says. I often choose farm work over leisure activities with friends. And that's no joke. I enjoy every aspect of agriculture. Eric uses his CDL to haul rock, salt, and other materials for Kirkman Trucking. 4,000 acres and a couple of beef cows keeps us busy year-round, he says. While at LP, he played a crucial role on successful Cavalier football teams. Coming in at just 150 pounds as a freshman, he started 3 years at center before moving to tackle as a 180-pound senior. Still the lightest starter on the line, he often took on 300-pound opponents and survived, he thrived with quickness. Eric will transfer to ISU next fall to major in agribusiness or crop soil science and plans to become a crop consultant, farm advisor, or ag company representative. Whatever he chooses, he definitely will continue with the family operation and will eventually purchase his own farm. He's found a home in IVCC's East Campus Ag Lab on the 150-acre college farm and achieved academic honors. And Eric doesn't have to look far for inspiration. When his grandfather Larry suffered kidney failure and became severely ill, Eric's mother Lori saved his life by donating her kidney to him. And this is Eric speaking now. Not only did she improve my grandfather's quality of life and extend his lifespan, she taught me the true meaning of love, sacrifice, bravery, and generosity. It's easy to envision one day Eric having his own family and continuing traditions he cherishes. For example, he fondly remembers as a young boy sleeping over his grandfather's on Friday nights, running into Lad for Rip's fish, and then getting up for work first thing Saturday morning. In the 16-year history of the 21st Century Scholar Society, Eric and his older brother Ryan are the first siblings to be finalists. Ryan, a 2021 IVCC graduate, in his last year at UW Platteville, will begin an engineering career with Chamberlain and Associates in Peru following graduation in May. Dave and Lori Lane can take a bow for raising such outstanding sons. Please welcome their latest, Eric, into the 21st Century Scholar Society.
I'd like to start off by saying my experience and education at IVCC has been exceptional, and I feel very grateful to have been named one of the recipients of the 21st Century Scholars Award. I sincerely appreciate the recognition for my hard work and commitment. I would like to thank the 21st Century Scholar members for their generous support in making this scholarship possible as I continue my education in the field of agriculture. It is a great honor to be recognized by them and to receive this award. I would also like to thank my parents for everything they have done and continue to love and support me. Finally, I would also like to thank my grandfather for his patience, guidance, and sharing his love of farming with me.
You've met our finalists, and now it's time to announce our 21st Century Scholar. This individual has demonstrated rock-solid commitment to IVCC in the classroom and on the court. His coach, Joe Conroy, called him a special young man. He's an entrepreneur already, making his way in the real estate profession. He's fought through adversity, and is a 3.9 student who will put his head down and drive toward a double major as an undergrad before taking on an MBA and law degree at the same time. Our 21st Century Scholar is Gunnar Yauk.
I'd like to once again thank the 21st Century Scholar Society. This is an extreme honor, especially among my fellow finalists who are all people of extreme character and academic ability. I'd also again like to thank my parents. They've been my biggest supporters and also at times my biggest critics when I need to hear it. So for that, I am, even though they might not know, appreciative. And I will forever be grateful to IVCC as a college for all of the life lessons that I've learned, and it has truly been 2 of the most important years of my life. Thank you.
Congratulations to all our finalists. Your exceptional performance in the classroom and community make you exactly the type of student we hope to showcase when this Scholar Society was created. And to our members, thank you for investing in and believing in these young leaders. Your generosity allows us to support some of the finest students in the district and rewards them for wisely choosing Illinois Valley Community College. For Jerry, Donna, Janice, Samantha, and our foundation, Sue, Jim, OJ, Jack, and Larry, good evening.